Hey everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net and shareholder in Helios and Matheson. And I actually didn't have a MoviePass video planned this week, believe it or not. I've been working on other things. By the way, just to let everyone know, Katie's doing fine. Her procedure/surgery went well, and she's already out of the hospital and just as lovely and bubbly as ever. Thank you to everyone who sent your well wishes. I passed them along. She thought that was very sweet. But somebody sent me an email recently about a topic that I haven't addressed on the channel, and I think it might be worth talking about. And here's what the email, or at least part of it, reads, because like the first paragraph was just a fan letter, but here's the question. He says, Gary says, I have a question with which you may or may not care to address in one of your videos. How, in your opinion, can Cinemia afford to pay for 3 movies a month for $10 when MoviePass cannot? Why is their plan any more sustainable than that of MoviePass? Anyway, thank you for being a rock star of MoviePass on YouTube, and good luck with all the new projects you're working on. Well, thank you, Gary. I don't know if I'm a rock star, but I will try to answer this question as best as I can, knowing that I am a shareholder and I am a little biased, and it's come through at least a couple times in my videos. But here's my answer to that. How is it Cinemia can be profitable at 3 movies a month at $9.95 and not MoviePass? And the answer is it kind of depends how you look at it. If most of the people use all 3 movies, then no, they're not profitable. They're just simply not. But if most of the users see 1 movie or less a month, then maybe they are profitable. See, here's the whole thing with the 3 movies MoviePass thing. And this is what MoviePass kind of wanted to do, and it really didn't work out because they did not anticipate 20% of their users just being such a burden on the system. But one of the ideas was that you would get a lot of people to sign up for this. And of those millions of people, maybe 20-25% use the card more than the average person. And the rest of the people see it either only once a month or maybe not at all. One of the things that Mitch Lowe was pointing out is that the average person goes to a movie 5 times a year. But with MoviePass, they double it to like 10. But you're paying for 12 months. So that means that ultimately that person is paying like some $25 a year and still not getting any movies out of it. Well, if you multiply that by millions upon millions of people, you could have a pretty good profit. But MoviePass really underestimated just how far some people would take the movie a day concept. And you had people going every single day, which, hey, I'm not here to argue whether that was right or wrong. Some people think, well, that's just being a pig. That's being, I hate to say it, but, that's being that guy who goes to the buffet, fills the plate, and takes a few bites and then throws the rest away. Because people were using the card for like bathroom breaks and sometimes a place to take a nap after work. And some people say, no, they offered us that deal and we use it, and what's wrong with that? And I'm not here to make that argument again. Whatever you feel about that, you feel about it. There's merits to both arguments. But the thing is, MoviePass was hoping that ultimately the people who use the card less would eventually cover for the people who use it a lot. Now, from what I understand about the MoviePass numbers, if Mitch Lowe is to be believed, only about 12% of the MoviePass people were a strain on the system. And there was actually like 65% of the users who actually did do what they thought. They went once, maybe twice a month, but most of the time they made money off those people. It just wasn't nearly enough to cover the hogs, the 12% that was seeing something every single day. Well, at $9.95 a month, there's the opportunity now that you've curbed that 12%, and in fact, most of that 12% probably canceled their memberships at this point, that now you can get back to the base goal of, you know what, you're going to get a lot of people who sign up for this and only use it once or twice a month, maybe even none at all. And there's even something to be said that people who use it less might actually sign up more, because I know people who, when I was trying to sell them on MoviePass, unlimited movies was a hard concept for them to grasp. It really was. It's like, well, I don't know if I'm going to have time to see, I only see a couple movies a month. Why would I pay $10 for unlimited movies? Fast forward a few months later, now it's 3 movies. Like, oh yeah, I see a couple movies a month. Yeah, maybe $10 a month would be good. I can't explain it. But now, back to Cinemia. So how does it work? Well, it works the same way. But Cinemia's business model was always more sustainable, considered more profitable because of the simple fact that they always overcharged. Here's the thing. Like, for example, the Cinemia plan that I've been on for a long time and continue to be on is that I pay for 3 movies a month, 2 tickets per movie, $39. Now, they can be anything. I have seen multiple IMAX movies and 3D movies a month. It was pretty much my IMAX and 3D card until AMC Stubs came along. Now I'm using it mainly for Fathom events. And I'll explain why that's important in a moment. But for $39.99 a month, Cinemia was still not making a lot of money off me because I was mainly seeing IMAX movies. If you saw one IMAX, that's $40. They've lost a couple bucks. But here's the thing. Once in a while, there wouldn't be 3 movies I needed to use Cinemia for. Thus, Cinemia would profit a couple dollars that month. Now, I'm mainly using it for 2D Fathom events. And if there's only 2 I want to see that month, well, guess what? They've made $8 off of me, which I don't mind losing that $8 because more often than not, I save than I put into it. But under that model, it is profitable. What Cinemia is doing with the $9.95 is they're putting themselves in the same position as MoviePass, where that if everyone they signed up went to see their 3 2D movies, then nobody makes money. They are losing 3 times as much out, paying 3 times as much out as they are getting in. But then not every person's going to see 3 movies. Now, I have no doubt that Cinemia introduced this plan not to make money. I truly believe this was a MoviePass is really hurting. Let's match their deal and do one better by not limiting the movies they can see and having reserved seating. That goes a long way with some people, the reserved seating. Although I would argue that ever since Cinemia has started to move away from the card because of the MoviePass lawsuit and is going pretty much was their digital only thing, well, was that unless you're seeing the movie at AMC or you have another card that waives the online convenience fee, well, you're paying a convenience fee for each ticket, $2 to $3. So I would argue the $10 Cinemia plan is probably closer to $20 when you really get down to it. But regardless, they both have $9.95 plans. Now, if they sign up a lot of people who only see a movie every couple months and goes a month or 2 here and there without seeing anything, they could ultimately make money. Why do people have more faith that Cinemia will make the money than MoviePass? I think if people really thought about it, they'd realize the chances of making money are pretty similar at this point. The difference is really that it's pretty cool to kick on MoviePass. It's cool to shun them. And we all think they're going bankrupt anyway because of that really low stock trade. But the truth is they're both in the same position now. MoviePass and Cinemia has the same opportunity to lose 3 times as much going out than they have coming in. But like MoviePass, Cinemia also has the chance to capitalize in getting a lot of people who maybe go to the movies once every couple months and then they will profit off those people. But of course, my question was the $9.95, and I've seen people doing this. Some people who have movie passes but don't have an AMC nearby, they get both. So for $20 a month, they get 6 movies a month. Or they pay the slight little bit more and then they get their IMAX and their 3D as well. So really, I think we're going to get to the point where people are just going to start having multiple cards. They really will. But is Cinemia any more profitable than MoviePass? Not necessarily. Not unless they get enough people to sign up for those higher tiered price plans to and not use them. And of course, Cinemia does also charge like the activation fee. So here's the thing. Another way Cinemia might be profitable for this, and I just kind of realized this. You have the $9.95 a month plan. Some people, and they charge someone for that, and then they got to pay $20 to activate it. Well, that's $30 up front. What if someone just sees one movie that first month? They've already made money off them. Now, they could spend a year up front and not have to pay that $20. Then think about it. That's a lot of money they're getting up front. And the people are paying kind of hoping that they'll see 36 movies or whatever, but they don't know if they're actually going to do that. They don't. Especially like during the months of of August, September, a little bit of October, and January and February. These are months where people see a lot less movies. So, you know, we're just going to have to see. I think Cinemia introduced it not because it was profitable, but just to try to see if one last attempt to get MoviePass out of the picture. But the reality is, unless people just buy these cards and don't see movies, and if every single person did this, then these companies, neither of them are profitable at this point. But I think the reality really is that more than often than not, people who pay $10 a month for these cards, they may use them, they may not. It's not expensive enough for them to worry about it if they don't see something. And that's what MoviePass kind of had going for it even before the changes. The reason it really didn't work the first time is because, again, MoviePass was unprepared for 12% of the audience spending $500 a month or more on movies using MoviePass. That couldn't work. That was the way too good to be true lifetime deal. And if Cinemia launched this price and let's say they had 5 million viewers and every single of those 5 million members saw all 3 movies a month, then yeah, they go out of business. They go out of business just as fast as MoviePass. But I think at least half of them would probably not use it as much. So under that circumstance, $9.95 is profitable. But of course, I'd like to ask you and all the people watching what you guys think. Do you concur? Do you have a different opinion? And when I say that, I'm not asking like, you know, do you miss unlimited movies, or do you think they should raise the price by $5 and offer you unlimited? I'm not asking that. The plans as they are now with the strategy I have proposed, do you think they could make money this way? Or do you think, no, that's just never going to happen? Everyone is going to use the 3 movies. Or do you have another opinion? I would love to know. So comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly. As always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.